So there have been a lot of revolutions throughout history, and to name a few, there's the American Revolution, where we separated from the British. There's the French Revolution. There's the Haitian Revolution. There's been all kinds of rebellions of enslaved people. But how do you know what a revolution looks like? We could actually be at the start or in the middle of a revolution. I list out here some of the things that are going on now that have basically served to destroy this country in a period of 6 months. And so we have Elon Musk buying elections. We have Congress that is basically just given Trump all of their power. Like they're just like, here, you can do whatever. We're just going to take it. The Supreme Court told him that he can do anything and get away with it. And then we have someone in office who is a 47 times over felon and an adjudicated rapist.
That's right.
And for the Epstein discussion, probably a hebephile, as we learned the word from Kim the other day.
I learned on this show.
I sure hope so. And so, what I want us to think about, because I don't think that voting harder, voting bluer is going to save us this time. I think we have destroyed things to the point where who is going to trust that the next major election was won fair and square, regardless of who wins? Either
I'm
side
not.
is going to feel exactly. Either side is going to feel like someone must have cheated. So we have to start over. And what I think we all need to be prepared for is thinking about what do we want our new world to look like? What kind of country do we want to live in? I want to hear from you all. Some of the things that I want to see, I've mentioned before, like I don't want there to be an electoral college. The electoral college came about to basically deny the power of newly freed black people.
All right. Racist.
It's it's still in effect all these centuries later. It's absurd. I want there to be truth in media again. If you report the news, you shouldn't just be able to say sound bites without giving any kind of context so that you're basically running someone's campaign for them. Like Trump got into office because all of these media outlets were just playing his sound bites nonstop, repeatedly. It became like a TV show for people to the point where he got elected because he was a celebrity. So,
Okay.
what do you want to see in this new nation? Who should we be? What makes a great nation?
What makes a great nation?
Yeah.
Uh, Freedom of speech. And I feel like that's really being taken away from us. The media is so different now, the legacy media. For me, it's freedom of speech and rights for everybody. I mean, people, there's just too much cruelty from this administration. I go back a ways and I've never seen anything so awful. I used to uh, really want to support a campaign. I supported Bobby Kennedy before he died. I was in college, and then he was assassinated. So I went through that was hard going through those assassinations. In my generation, Martin Luther King. I just have to share this, and of course John F. Kennedy. But even with all that, we got all our rights back through President Johnson. I wasn't a big fan of his, but he put so many things in place for all of us and our freedoms. And I can't stand the way everything is going backwards and being taken away. And there's too much fuss over the people in our country, wanting ICE going after them. It's just terrible. There's just too much cruelty. I want freedom. I want freedom and kindness. Kindness is so important. That's all I'll say on it.
I would like this racist shit to be done with. Can we cut that shit out? Like, can black people get reparations up in here? I want some of that. I want like just everybody to be leveled out, everybody respect each other, and especially black people in this country because there has come a point where I think that is a huge major fucking issue in this country and it needs to be eradicated. Like all this racist KKK bullshit, keep that at your house, Cletus Earl. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have time for that. Like, if you're gonna be here, then you need to shut the fuck up because that we are not going anywhere with all this racism that's going on in this country.
Mhm.
It's just too thick. It's too much. Way too much.
I agree with May Money. I think it's hard to even change America because it's built on racism.
Yeah.
Like, look what they did to the Native Americans. Look what they brought us over. They brought our ancestors over and treated us worse than animals. And then they built a system that just perpetuates this. It's like the same system, but it just looks different. White rich men on the top, and everybody beneath them.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. I mean, I thought that the Constitution helped, and Black Americans um, made it better for everybody who's here in America, but it's not working. It wasn't work because of the politicians, specifically the Supreme Court. Like, it's not working, and it's because I believe white people, white men, rich white men, just like back in the day, they just want all the power. So I don't know.
It's
Definitely,
not even,
Keisha, there does need to be a revolution, but it's hard to see that. It's
it's
hard
not
to
even
see.
just the power they want. I mean, when I was growing up, little girls could walk around the streets and not being afraid of being accosted or traded in a ring or something. They used to walk the streets. You can't walk the streets anymore. You afraid your son gonna be put in one of these rings.
Yeah.
So, and who would ever thought that the president of the United States would be accused of this? It would be a party for this.
There's a
I
couple of Oh, go ahead, Roseanne.
No, all I was going to say is I want to see empathy, but when it comes to the people in Congress, there needs to be an age limit. And when you get to be 82, you're done because we need younger voices who have who can speak. The millennials, the Gen Xers, whatever, we need those people to come forward and be able to start creating laws for us and helping to
Well,
create
the
I,
the
a
older
better
people are supposed to lead. What I mean by lead is I should be able to mentor any one
mhm.
of you and learn from me, and then I let you. And that's what I've done with my three sons. I did. I taught them, and then I let it go, and then they turned out to be wonderful people. But we don't trust our youngsters now. We don't trust them. We think they nuts, and all of them are not nuts.
no
You know,
no
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. And
no
it's quite offensive, actually. I found it to be, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
the infantilization of us is actually quite annoying and it needs
Yeah.
to stop.
Well, the issue with Chuck Grassley yesterday, I mean, if you watched Cory Booker, the Democrats walked out. And
Mhm.
Cory is there, he's trying to get this guy to wait like 30 minutes. Let's have a discussion. That's what we are supposed to do. I mean, that man is 92 fucking years old. Enough. He should be done. He should be out of there. He can't possibly understand what's happening in this country. He's so old. No offense. I mean, I'm old. I'm an old people be knowing, but but I get what's going on here. That guy doesn't know shit from shinola, as my dad would say.
I do want to just gently push on some of the things that y'all said. Free speech and no racism. What I would challenge us to do is think about what that looks like in practice, because it's easy. We have free speech theoretically, but sometimes people take it too far. Do we want to have limits on that? Germany has been experimenting with that. And with no racism, I think to Pitchfork's point, we need to hold people accountable. So once this administration is done, there should be no, well, for the sake of peace, let's not bother with a trial.
Call them out.
Yes, call them out, put them in jail, whatever we need to do. We need to show that we hold people accountable and that these things that they're doing are wrong so that we can move forward. And
I
I
think
agree, like with the Civil War, had we like actually had consequences for what happened in the South, maybe we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Well, it didn't get this bad until Trump.
But it
And
was
you know,
there.
It was
it,
always
it,
there.
it was
started
there
I'm
though.
saying it starts at the top. We need
We
examples like
understand that,
But it was there
but
though the
this
entire
has been
when
festering.
Obama was president, people were still being courteous to one another.
Okay, I'm just going to jump in real quick. We
Okay.
understand exactly what you're saying, Andrea,
Okay.
but this has been festering for a while. Folks felt the heat, and he only gave them the avenue to say what they want to
Yeah,
say.
I
And
agree
you know
with
what?
that.
All I'm saying is you cannot just say what you want to say. You got to be accountable for
Right.
your thoughts and your actions. And we have stopped calling people out and letting them be ashamed of it, because some of the stuff out here, like they Karens and this and that, it has to stop.
Well, one thing that would have to happen is they should have put him out of office.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Not condone what he's doing, but put him
put
out.
his ass in jail.
I'm
We
I'm
need
upset
to,
about.
yeah,
I'm really
we could
upset with
start
the
there.
Supreme Court.
well, the Supreme Court, what the heck? It shouldn't even
They all
be.
need no, they all
He's,
need to be
he's
accountable.
giving them so much protection. And boy, it's really obvious now, isn't it? And
No,
that's
we are literally gonna have to, but when this is all said and done, literally have to wipe everybody in the government
You can
losing their
start
job.
over.
And you're gonna have to reapply, okay? And we
Mhm.
got some standards here now. People need to
yeah.
be held accountable. A lot of these motherfuckers need to go to jail. They built their own personal jail over there at Alcatraz alligator, okay? You could go there and then anybody else. If you
Alligator
wear a
Alley in
MAGA hat, your
Florida.
ass is going to jail. You cannot do no Sieg Heil bullshit in Germany. You will be taken to jail if you do that shit there. MAGA hats, jail. Fucking fucking insurrection, jail. KKK, jail. All that shit. Jail.
Thank you, our supporters, for coming on. Great roundtable. It is definitely happening. And Tom, we're just going to shout you out. It was not socially acceptable, AKA politically correct. Thank you, Tom. But Keisha, that was definitely a hot topic. I want you to finish up, Keisha, and then we'll move on.
So to close, I will just ask that everyone take some time to think about this, because I do believe that it is possible to rebuild, and we are going to need to rebuild. So think about what you want in a new society and challenge other people to do the same.
I don't think I want free food, though, like, a free grocery store. Nah, I'd rather pay for it. I want to pay. I
I
don't
want
want
free
my
food,
eggs to be
and I
high.
want people to talk to me with dignity and respect.
I mean, I don't want my eggs to be like $10 or 11.
But we in the richest country in the world. The prices don't have to be that high. Even if I'm paying for it, it don't
Absolutely
have to
not.
be that high.
Well, they go up every week, don't they? And they
Yeah,
keep-
you can't. I don't even. My son. I'm like, yeah, pick me up something too.
I
And
just feel like we're
we
getting
need
raped.
to be more about our climate, because look at what the fuck is going on with that too. We need to really be do something about that,
Yeah.
because this shit is getting wild.
Well, Trump got in office and stopped everything.
Well, yeah, it's very dangerous. Yeah.
Stopped everything.
Yeah.
But we're allowing it. Okay,
The
Trump
Supreme
has his
Court
bad point,
allowed it.
but we're not stopping it.
Well,
We
Come
keep
on, we got to
trying.
keep
That's
it
why we're
100.
here. That's what made us come
Yes,
here. Because we're
we're the
trying.
people unite, but guess what? We got to start talking to our neighbors.
I
Red
do.
state, blue state, they need to stand up and be accountable as well, because it's affecting everyone.
That's
mhm.
right.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
And Keisha, I know. Get money out of politics. For me, that's a big, big
You know,
thing.
those
They're corrupt.
Yeah, yeah, you're right about that. I've been thinking that a long time. There just should be a certain amount where all of them have the same amount,
Right.
and
No lobbyists,
it
nothing.
really has caused so many problems. No.
I
100%.
think they should give free airtime. Now that should be free airtime where they
Yeah.
don't have to pay us to tell us what they want to tell us. You
Right.
shouldn't be able to pay $100 million and you pay $10,000 and get the most, and you get the most airtime over here. Just give them the same amount of airtime and then we go vote. And I don't think there should be a two parties in the country. I
Mm-mm.
think whoever wants to run, and whoever wins, wins.
It's
I
about
just wanna-
ideas.
I just want to shout out Pitchfork, and we're keeping it positive. Thank you, Pitchfork. To rebuild, step one is writing an agenda right now that counters all the negative effects of Project 2025. That is true. Agenda 47 as well, same thing. So, Pitchfork, that's a start. All right, let's keep it positive. Let's keep it 100.
Who said this? I do have to say this. I have thought for a long time we need to get rid of the electoral college. Never made sense.
Yeah. Mhm.
No, it was geared towards,
Yeah, I do.
Racism.
people of color and
Was
racism.
they say it was geared towards people that had less people representing them in their state, and no, it didn't work.
All that gerrymandering,
It
all
always
the
got to
red
do it. It
lines.
still had to do with money.
Yeah.
Michelle Baker, you're on point with network accountability can certainly happen before political change. And it
Mhm.
needs to. The people can push hard for that. Thank you,
Yes.
Michelle Baker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're just
Absolutely.
calling out some of our things because we have a lot of people that's online and we really, truly appreciate the engagement.
Thanks, y'all. I appreciate the passion.
Thank you, Keisha. We knew it was going to be a saucy topic. All right.
No, it's good, Keisha. Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.